Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card at the 25.
Here we go. Can.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And some space here. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 75 yards. And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Here's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Touchdown Bills. Cole Beasley, 46 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 91 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Burrow. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Gregory Rousseau in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Here we go.
2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
I got you, punk. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A big gain there for the Bills.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
On first down, here's Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second and 2, Allen. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Breida is in. Touchdown, Bills. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
That's what I'm talking about. On one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, 11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Uzama. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here we go.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A.J. Klein. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
You ain't going nowhere.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Allen now looks to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there on the screen pass.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Take that!
Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down, and the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Wilson now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And that's complete to Sanders. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Into the secondary, past the 40, and all the way up to the 45-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
50 seconds to Mike. Coming to you, coming to you.
From the gun, it's Allen.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Mike's 57's Mike.
Regular. Allen off the play fake.
Let's go one more.
Flush to his right. 1st down and more for Allen. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Allen going to throw. That is caught. It's Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
12.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field.
All day, just like that. Just like
11, Thomas.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
you go tight. You got tight.
On first down, Singletary. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Lights 57. They're scared. 57's the mic. 57.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills head on. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now it's Wilson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Here we go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now Burrow on first down. There goes a deep ball in zone. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's looking like they are going to get the victory here, and it will not be one and done in these playoffs. Of course, you remember the disappointment of 12 months ago, and they're trying to erase that memory right now.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And Sanders has got it complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Flushed out right. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Open space inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Bass on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man, Wilson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Keep giving it to him. Come on, keep giving it to him. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Rip right.
They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Here's second and a yard.
57's the mic.
They'll go again here with Moss. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Get the ball.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. 1 win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.